score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. I got you. Ready?
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cook running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Weapon. 53, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready, 18 Gator, recon, 132 fighter. 53, no gain on this defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello. And Diggs has it. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Costello. He wants it all for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Thought maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. First carry now for David Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
We go. 10-2 stop. 53. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Now.
On 1st down, Costello brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Watch the safety creep. Check four.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Alert. Bravo. 55. What we got? 55's Mike, guys. 55.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
First down, Bears.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 24. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Eric Kendricks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike, 55. Check.
Here's Trubisky to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7. Go.
From the gun, Costello. And he finds Clark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Ready. 50, plant. Mike. 65. Let's go.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 68 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a design back shoulder throw.
On first down, it's Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw. Costello, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Jim. Wide. Get wide. Get it.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They come up in an offset eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lorenzo Carter coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Lock in, lock in.
Fighting through. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taylor now returning it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Costello lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky, and he's got the hook up to Landry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, let's go. 55. Right there. Look, 55. We got it. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Trubisky to throw again. This one caught by Ridley. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
18.
Again, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Under 10.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got Burton here. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears first down.
Trubisky now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to look deep now for Landry. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He was looking for Landry that time.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Costello. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 61 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
18 Gator.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Hey, Haywood. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Snap.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Costello, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
General West. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Too little, cut. 53 to Mike. 53, check. Get.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, pick your game. Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jarvis Landry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Topper! Check three.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Go! Motion! Ready?
Cook. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jarvis Landry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will get him one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 26, check 26. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Tight dog. 80 weapon. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Costello lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This one into the hands of Burton. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Trubisky to throw, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Right there, 54 Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Eric Kendricks getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
That's mine, that's mine. Gotcha.
Hey, Team 6.
Now Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's going to sling this deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Delta.
Here's 2nd and 8. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Mike,
after the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Mike, 55.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, Orbit.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
55, come on, guys, 55. Switch up. Switch.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Yeah, Mike. So we got man.
Now.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback shoots it. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we